Good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. Another chapter in my new car's story. Today I am taking it to a company, a PPF company, to get the track spec PPF done. I would have done it earlier, but the PPF company I was going to use were, let's just say I didn't get an appointment with them in time. So I am going to another company right now, and for its PPF. These are the things you have to do to these cars, to be honest. If you are spending this amount of money on a car, surely you want to protect it properly. Okay? Welcome to Prestige PPF, where the car has just been protected with what is known as their track pack. I couldn't really get a spot at the more, how I say, reputable or more reputable PPF detailers. They were basically out of my price range. But Porsche recommended Prestige PPF, and from what I've seen, they had a good reputation, and from what I've seen, they've done a very good job. So I have done what is known as the track pack. Let me tell you about it. So, what does the track pack protection give you? The bumpers, the front and the boot lid, the headlights, and the wing. Obviously on both sides, the headlights are being protected. The carbon rear wing, carbon front wing has been protected. Going around the side, carbon wing, the carbon mirrors have been protected. They use XPEL PPF, one of the best ones. The seals along the sides, that has a coating of XPEL PPF. The cooling duct, the scoop, and the rear wing. The rear wing has also been protected. So they have done a very good job. Their reputation is actually quite good, and I'm happy with what I've seen so far. Many PPF suppliers and installers actually work with patterns, and as one famous PPF installer told me about the other one, and he showed me examples, is that some of these patterns don't fit over the edges, and that was one of my chief concerns. But here the PPF goes under the edges, so which was a concern for me, and it was a must. So that is it. The car has been protected. here. They are the gorgeous Ferrari SF90 being fully protected. Wow. So this is a temperature controlled room. Wow. And an SF90 is undergoing full protection. It's having a full PPF done. That is nice. It takes a lot to PPF these cars, especially these mega money carbon everywhere cars. So 3 guys working on it. Wow. Epic. That's mine out there. Looking good. Looking very good. And the piece de resistance. McLaren P1. It's just been protected, I believe. I still prefer this to the W1, the one that's just been released. This is still an epic car. Look at that. What a beauty. What an absolute beauty. It's a P1, folks. So that's another stage of the new car experience. So we've spec'd the car, we've collected the car, we are now protecting the car. The next stage is actually a ceramic coat, but that will be done by Porsche. That's the next stage. I'm still running it in, and then it'll be time to drive this thing properly. See you in the next one. Good evening, or good night. I'm currently in Shepherd's Bush. I'm going to one of my favorite spots in Westfield, in the Westfield shopping center, to do a walk around video. I do like London at night. The lights, the lights of the cars, the lights of the various establishments. So it does give it a unique character at night. As I said, I haven't done a walk around video of this Porsche Cayman 718 GT4RS, and I think it's about time I did that. I mean, just walk around the car, show the various features of the car, and why it's special, especially the ones with the YSAC package, why they are special. Yeah, it'll soon be time to put the car in winter storage. Ouch. Stiff suspension. Suspension is stiff, but it's not uncomfortably so. So yeah, I'm heading to the valet parking section and the car wash section. It's one of my favorite photography spots. I'd have thought by now they will have a totally paperless system. Westfield, one of my favorite places to take photographs and videos. And the GT4RS is behind me. It still hasn't got a name. I still haven't broken it in yet. I still haven't run it in properly yet. We've spec'd it, we've collected it, we've done the PPF. Next thing is the ceramic coat, but hey, let's have a look at this car, the outside, the inside, and see what the fuss is about.
Yeah, no, you ain't no psycho. You're not like the others, no. No changing behaviors. Not sure how to act around you. So colorful and bright, yeah. I wanna be a 9 to 5. You made me come alive, babe. I wanna be the time of your life.
The front of the car is dominated by the exposed carbon boot lid and the two NACA ducts. The car does look mean, very, very mean. Especially when you clock it in your rear view mirror. These outlets reduce pressure in the wheel well, aiding downforce. Reducing lift, giving more grip, and aiding downforce. If you notice, there's a cutout behind the wheel, the front wheel, and again what that does is bleed air out of the wheel arch. This was lifted straight from the you see something similar on the 992 GT4RS. These side scoops, these are just for cooling, brake cooling. Unlike the GT4, in which that one feeds air into the engines. In this car, the GT4RS, you get scoops. So the rear window has been replaced by a scoop, and this is what feeds the 4-liter flat 6 legendary engine. That engine is lifted straight from the 992 GT3. As you can see, exposed carbon, the side scoop, the rear, the wing mirror too, exposed carbon. That's all part of the white side pack. Same with the hood or the boot lid of the front. Anyway, that is exposed carbon. That's part of the white side pack, a near 10 grand option. And these NACA scoops, these ones here, what they do is they actually cool the brakes. There's ducting behind them that cools the brakes, that sends cool air into the front brakes. This is present in all GT4RSs, but as I said, the white side pack gives you exposed carbon, boot lid, wing mirrors, side scoops, side intakes, rear wing, all exposed carbon. Also gives you a magnesium roll cage inside. I will show you. And YSAC RS badging on the seats, on the dash, and I believe one suspension component is made of carbon, but I need to double check that. I can see it, the weave of the carbon. And that is the inlet. So the NACA duct on the boot feeds air into this inlet over here, which then cools the brakes. It's got a good size trunk, and the car is surprisingly practical. As it's an RS, you don't get a full badge, you just get a sticker. It's not a full badge, it's a sticker. Wonder how much weight that saves. And that is the exposed carbon of the rear wing. This is what's known as the swan neck wing, and it gives it such a mean presence. This wing is lifted straight off the 992 GT3, and as I said, it has 4 stages of adjustment. You can adjust them here, and in its maximum downforce settings, front and back, it produces more downforce than the 25% more downforce than the GT4. Okay, once you open up the rear lid, you can see that the engine cover and the GT4RS sign is all made of carbon. That again is part of the YSAC package, and the same thing with the magnesium roll cage. The carbon behind that you can see the carbon seats. This the 918 style bucket seats. That comes standard with every GT4RS. You can opt for the comfort seats, sport bucket seats or whatever it's called, as a no-cost option. That's for topping up the oil. It hasn't used any oil so far. And on the other side is for water. So as you can see, it's carbon everywhere. Those are the carbon intakes from the side scoops, feed air into the engine, into the fabulous M141 engine, M41 engine, yeah. As you can see, surprisingly roomy. If you compare it to my previous car, GT4RS, you can see it's got a frunk. It's also got room in the back. That's my camera case. So what you lose with the bigger size of this of a 911 GT3RS, what you lose in size, I think you make up a more usable and more practical space in this car. But until I take it on a road trip, I won't be able to judge. That's a nice look, isn't it? And that's the interior. The dash is covered in what is known as Racetex, which is actually Alcantara. Racetex is just a brand name, so was Alcantara. Porsche has now switched suppliers, and the supplier they now use for the interiors of these more sporting cars is known as Racetex. So that's what it's called. You can see carbon on the dash. All this is standard. In an RS, you don't get proper door pulls. You get these cloth pulls. Yeah, you see YSAC RS badging on the roof, and the seats are, the 918 style seats. That is lovely, isn't it? And they're surprisingly comfortable, very comfortable. My previous GT3RS had these seats, and I went on many road trips. I did, I think, about 6,000 miles in that car on road trips to Switzerland, to Austria, to Italy, and I have a bad back, but I never once suffered on those trips. This is another option I went for, the lighted GT4RS badging on the door sill with the exposed carbon. It looks nice at night, don't you think? You also get this lovely, well-integrated fire extinguisher as part of the Club Swap package. Badge, the DJI RS. As I mentioned, the Racetex covered dash, and you will notice in this car I don't have Racetex on the gear lever, neither do I have it on the steering wheel. The reason I don't have it on the steering wheel is simple. I have sweaty palms, and this means I don't have to wear gloves all the time. With Racetex on the steering or Alcantara on the steering, after a year or so, you need to clean it regularly, or else with sweaty palms it gets all manky and unpleasant. Whatever it's called, that storage bin between the seats. You got all the dash, all the buttons on the dash. Sorry, all the buttons there. Got all these buttons, and I prefer buttons to the newest cars. The newest cars are too gimmicky, and they're just techno-fest these days. You have to go into the menu for everything. I prefer buttons. And one thing I should have mentioned, I've got PCCBs, Porsche ceramic brakes, and they're absolutely epic. While the feel when they're cold is not the best, as it warms up, you can modulate the pedal better, the brake feel becomes better. On track, they're incredible. They're absolutely incredible. And there's been a lot of misinformation or disinformation about the longevity and the durability of PCCBs. I've been running them. I wouldn't order a GT Porsche without them. And because I tend not to do more than 10 track days in the GT car, they're absolutely fine. Now, if you're doing 20, 30, 40, then you can consider swapping them out for something like surface transformations brakes, because replacing these brakes, you're talking 20 grand, 22 grand just to buy them. That doesn't include the labor to fit them. Epic brakes though. There it is, my racing yellow GT4RS. I'm going to take a lot of pleasure getting to know it. I'm going to run it in. I'm not sure if I'll be able to book a track day this side of Christmas, but we'll see. But I'm going to enjoy getting to know it, run it in, pushing it properly. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also follow me on socials at Lord Kinzo. Thank you.